Welcome, spiritual hustlers, to 53 Days of Mindfulness with xoandhustle, presented by Self Hired. I am so excited to have you here. We're about to spend the next 53 days together sharing and dropping knowledge on how to bring spirituality to your grind so you can balance your growth with your hustle. This series is based off the Mindfulness Deck, an actionable 55 card deck designed to take you on a journey of self-understanding, healing, and habit building. The Mindfulness Deck is now available for pre-order at xoandhustle.com. And remember, I love hearing your breakthroughs, so make sure you join the conversation online at xoandhustle on Instagram. All right, let's get into it. Today's episode is brought to you by Delush CBD. Delush is a holistic lifestyle company that infuses hemp CBD into your favorite wellness and skincare products. Since we're all about love and good vibes, Delush CBD products are thoughtfully curated with non-toxic ingredients and are cruelty-free. Every product is handmade with all that love and good. You can use the discount code xoandhustle for 15% off your next order at delush.ca. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to 53 Days of Mindfulness. Okay, guys, today's card, I'm not gonna lie, is one of those lessons that takes me a fucking minute to learn. But it's one of those cards that, like, even when I sat down to record this podcast today, I was just like, oh my God, because this is clearly something that I'm still learning and I am still working through. Today's card is about claiming your space. So it's all about motherfucking belonging, okay? If you look at this card, essentially what you'll see is a woman who's at a photo shoot, right? And at the photo shoot, there's so many light leaks from the windows and from the sun and from her shadow. Like, she's taking up even space with her shadow, and she's wearing these beautiful joggers, boss ass kicks, this really fly button-up shirt. She's dripped in her gold, and she's making a smirky little face, and she just looks so fly. And she knows that, like, she's like, yeah, you can take my picture, you can do whatever the hell you want, because she's owning it, and she's owning her space that she's in, and she knows, trusts, and believes that she belongs exactly where she is. I think that there's a lot of times when we run into spaces and places where we feel like, yo, I don't know if I really truly think that I belong here or if I deserve to be here. And like, an easy way that we can explain that is typically like, yo, if you are in a business situation and you're in a meeting or in a room that you feel like, yo, do I even belong here, or can I move in this space? It's that imposter syndrome that comes up. But sometimes that imposter syndrome, it comes up in life. Like, it comes up in the way that we maneuver our friendships, any relationships, like our intimate relationships, our relationships with our family. And that ends up piercing off into everything that we do. Here's the thing though, we are all inherently worthy of life. We all truly, genuinely belong here and deserve to take up the real estate that we already take up. It's how we take up that real estate, right? If we were created from love, then we are love, and then we can exude love, right? So if we took up our real estate believing that we were worthy and enough, it would be very different than the way that we take up space feeling like we're not. So I want to introduce this idea of contractive energy and expansive energy, okay? So contractive energy is going to be something that's like very stiff and it's stuck and it's close to your body and it feels like it's not movable. It's just like it feels like your insecurities in form, you know what I mean? And then there's expansive energy. Expansive energy feels like you're out and it's like moving and it feels in flow. It feels like where ideas and blessings are, you know? And so we're going to do an exercise. The mindfulness tool today for you is an exercise on how to create more of that expansive energy so that you feel like when you show up in a room, you don't just believe that you belong, you show that you belong, and you show everything with your energy. How you arrive is how I feel when you arrive, like your energy of your arrival. Okay, so how we're gonna do this is we're gonna close our eyes and we're gonna imagine our aura. And so we're gonna imagine our aura and we're gonna see how does it feel to be in our aura? If you don't really have a relationship with your aura yet, let's imagine that this is a bubble that's around your body, okay? It's a clear bubble and it's like got pretty little colors in it and it's just gorgeous. And so is that bubble very close to your body, or do you feel like it like moves and expands out from your body? That's check number one. After you check where you feel like where your aura is and how expansive it is, I want you guys to close your eyes and breathe seriously from like your tailbone all the way up to your crown chakra. And I want you to breathe in. And then when you breathe out, I want you to imagine that white light is pushing your aura outwards and it's moving everything past you. Like you're gonna have like now it's like you're like a bitch in a bubble and you can roll down a hill, okay? Like you're gonna feel like it's like everywhere. And so once you start to do that, you're gonna notice how much your body chemistry changes and how much more you feel like you're a part of the room because you're showing up in it and you're taking space in it. And I want you to continue doing this every single time where you feel like, yo, I don't belong here. Any room you walk into, any conversation, any place in your mind. And I want you to invite flow and invite the energy of like, okay, I'm going to actually be here and I'm going to take up space and I'm going to own the real estate that I already have. And I want you to tell me how that ends up going for you, because this one is one that's going to take a little bit of time. And I also feel like it's one of those lessons that like you never stop learning. It's one of those things that's like a spiral staircase. You know, you go up one and then you're like, okay, like I learned a lot, and then you're going to go up another, and you couldn't go up the other without having been up the previous one, but you still got to go up another ring of stairs. So I maybe I have a little bit of a salty view because this is something that I feel like I'm still working through. And I think that I've accepted that it's something that we're all going to have to work through for the rest of our lives. And it comes in different forms for all of us. But yeah, so I want you guys to claim your space, take up space, know that you belong, affirm that you belong, and tell me how it goes, because this one I'm going to actually throw it to you guys a little bit more than I throw it out as advice. I would love to hear how you guys put yourselves in positions where you feel like you belong, like you own your space, like you truly take your life and live it in an expansive way. Okay, so today's Don't Mind My Hustle affirmation is, may I take up the space that is divinely mine. Continue strengthening your intuition offline by pre-ordering the Mindfulness Deck at xoandhustle.com. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and share with all your friends so you can all bring spirituality to your hustle. Until next time, keep being the spiritual hustler you already are.